to host such events, and others have graciously been our resource persons for the event. The elected Council of Parents came together and organized a life skills for parents session, effective parenting workshops to motivate fellow parents. The council has arranged sessions where our university counselors have provided students with their perspectives on handling peer pressures and how to handle and how parents can be instrumental in crafting emotionally stronger individuals. A parent, Dr. Samina Zamindar, who being an ophthalmologist, arranged for a free eye test camp on campus as part of the parent council. I would like to place on record the immense support and encouragement provided by Reverend Father Dr. Victor Lobo SJ to conduct any such event and Professor Dr. Ronald Mascarenhas to have meticulously planned it. As parents of multifaceted teenagers, there are surely many questions you seek answers to and many apprehensions about their future. Children's physical and emotional status, as their social and cognitive development, greatly depends on their family dynamics. The rising incidence of behavioral problems among children could suggest that some families are struggling to cope with these increasing stresses they are experiencing. In this quest of redefining parent and child dynamics and also promote a smooth transition of your children to university life, we wish that this orientation program will help you. Welcome once again to Parent Orientation 2026-27. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Suhas, for your warm welcome address. A great leader knows how to translate vision into reality, even when one person's vision seems like a dream. Here's inviting a visionary leader and a guiding force behind the university's continued excellence, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Reverend Dr. Victor Lobo SJ, to address the gathering.
Esteemed Chief Guest of this Parents Orientation, Dr. Shailaja Shastri, Pro Vice Chancellors, Dr. Rabbai Akib Angiris and Dr. Christo Silvan, the Registrar, Dr. Syed Vijit, the Examinations, Controller of Examinations, Professor Dr. Godwin D'Souza, the convener of this Parents Orientation, Dr. Suhas, members of the faculty, deans, and my dear parents of our students. Good morning to you. And a hearty welcome to all of you to St. Joseph's University. Give us a big hand. St. Joseph's University is unique in the country. Out of 1,169 universities in India, St. Joseph's University is the only public-private partnership university in the country. And it was because the college was ranking first in the country out of some 55,000 colleges. And because of this, the government of India upgraded the college into university and asked the government of Karnataka to pass St. Joseph's University Act. Hence, it is unique in the country. It is not deemed to be university, it is not private university, it is public-private partnership university, which has high value in the world global market. A lot of students applied for these programs here. In fact, thousands and thousands. A lot of people influenced, right from the Chief Minister's office to Prime Minister's office, had got calls. Many pleaded, other wants it, but we did not touch. We could take only a few students, and you people lucky enough, get your students over here. And you should know, some of the programs in School of Business, BCom, IF and all that, ranks first in the country and second in the world. BCom, IF, if you want to know, the pass percentage across the world, it is 45%. Here it is gone to 75 to 85%. And highest number of students cleared in the world, in the country, from St. Joseph, first in the country, second in the world. So, what we want to tell you is that we want you to, what I say now, follow carefully, and I want you to follow it. Are you ready? Yes. Some years back, there was a student in this college, it was a college. And while doing his studies, he also studied or trained himself as commercial pilot. Gradually, he cleared his IRS examination, Indian Revenue Service, and also got admitted himself as IRS officer in the country. Meanwhile, he also joined Territorial Army of India. Then he obtained 8 master's degrees, went to London School of Economics, studied there. Then he also went to different places. In fact, as Territorial Army, he entered the Pakistan border, killed an enemy soldier, and got Shaurya Chakra Award from the government of India, from the President of India. Now he's a captain, not only captain, he's also the Income Tax Commissioner of Karnataka and Goa. Okay, Captain Dr. Pradeep Arya. This man is now, he's not stopped his education. He wanted by all means, he said, his whole inspiration was St. Joseph's College that time, and he wanted to do one of the last degrees from here, postdoctoral degrees. He's doing his, rather he's completing his postdoctoral studies here now. So what we need is that, dear parents, the perseverance, I want you to give that perseverance to your students. So university life is not just a change of uniform or an address. Okay? It is a threshold, a delicate crossing from adolescence to adulthood. Till now they are called youth, adults. Now they are adults. This stage is sacred, uncertain. What are uncertainties? You do not know why till now your children talking to you, now they are hardly talking, some of them, right? Why are they happy? But they talk to your friends more. Correct. But powerful stage. Your children come to us as caterpillars, full of potential, slightly restless, sometimes defensive. And over the course of 3 to 5 years, UG and PG here, St. Joseph's University helps them emerge as butterflies, ready to fly across the globe with confidence, humility, and a definite purpose to scale higher and higher. At St. Joseph's University, we don't merely educate intellectually, no. We shape their character, shape their life. We prepare them for life. We ask our students not just what they want to be, but who they want to be. They have a purpose and I want to be this, like the IR officer. Okay, pilot, IR officer, then Territorial Army, various things. Then St. Joseph's makes them creative and critical thinkers, dynamic leaders of the country and the world. And to do that, we need you parents to walk with us. So don't think that your job is over now, admitted, your job is over, you're busy with your own. No. Job still continues. Therefore, we are already here to take that accountability. What makes this place special? You might have heard that St. Joseph College or University has 144 years of history and legacy, one of the oldest in the state and the country. But history alone doesn't create impact. What does it? How we live that legacy and carry it forward today. And that's what we do here. Here is what defines our journey. I always tell you 3 H's and 4 C's. 3 H's. Give you the head, heart, and hands. Head means the intellectual dimension, or we call academic excellence. Then character formation, that is heart. Okay, that is affective dimension. And hands, that is social concern. Then we call also 4 C's, that is creativity, competence. Anybody can tell me more than that? Creativity, competence, collaboration, yes. Then, yes. I want to be interactive. Yes? Commitment. Very good. Commitment. Commitment by you and by the students as well. So academic excellence with value-based education. Gurcharan Golarkeri in Deccan Herald on the matter of the young medical doctor in Kolkata Medical College last year. Remember, she was killed, medical doctor. Okay. And he said, the problem with the education system is not that what we lack intellectually, what we lack affectively. We're not given them enough value education, moral science education that we insist here. 9/11 twin tower blasts at Manhattan, you must have heard. The brilliant scientists, but misguided character. Sometimes you must have heard this, I think so in the social media. In Indo, these two parents, they were there in Indo, and as children were abroad. Parents died nearly a month, they did not know. They became really skeletons. Did you see those pictures, some of you at least? Skeletons. They were not in touch with their parents. That's how we train here, to be in touch with the parents. That affective dimension, social concern is very important. Therefore, here at SJU, we make our students learn to think deeply, question respectfully, and act ethically. Education for living and education for life. We also train them education for living, education for a skill or a job. But we make them lifelong thinkers. So Josephites education doesn't merely prepare for a job, it prepares for life. So character formation, mentoring, attendance, parents get the message when your ward is absent. Correct? Please, I want to check today itself with us, system administrators here, or we are also cross-check with the mentors, that your students are given parents' number at the place where the parents' number is given. If you don't, and they're absent, if you don't get a message, understood that when somebody's number, please, you come to the university, get the number changed, okay, in the office, university office. Is it clear? Verify the mobile number, get the login ID, and regularly keep a tag of your watch progress. If your students will get a login ID from a ERP system, and there will they have marks, their internet assessment marks, their character, attendance, everything recorded day by day, hour by hour. Okay, therefore, see that. And even the discipline issues are marked over there. Social concern. Our students, they know what is the reality. Outreach program. You may be surprised to know that many of our students participate in rural outreach, policy simulations, environmental activism, and NGO internships. Why? Because in our country, there is India, Bangalore, there's also Bharat, in the rural India. And we want them to give the experience of not only this India, but also Bharat, where the poor people of their own age are not studying, but really struggling. It's knowledge not only from the textbooks, but one that lives in the villages, in the urban poverty, and in contradiction with hope. Mahatma Gandhi said, the soul of India lives in its villages. And we want to do that experience. And the four C's I want to tell you now. Competence, creativity, conscience. Conscience is very important here. And compassion. So inclusivity and diversity of strength. St. Joseph's University has students from all the states of India and from 23 other countries. Okay, students will be over nearly 12,000 students this year. There's academic rigor and mentoring. Academics at SJU are rigorous and challenging. However, our faculties have handled them, accompanied them, and mentor them. They challenge students, but also catch them when they fall. There is an ecosystem of accountability, not punishment. Don't think that we punish our students. No, we don't want. But we correct them when they go wrong. So, word on today's young adults. There's a generation gap between you and them, right? Generation gap. This generation, your children, are different from us. They are more connected and more exposed, but also more anxious and more pressured. You may have noticed that they don't always express emotions the way you did. Sometimes silence speaks more than words. Sometimes the rebellion is a cry for attention. Correct? You may know that. Not defiance. You listen deeply to the spoken and what is not spoken. I want you to listen to that both. Your role in the journey, you may not be here every day, but your influence walks these halls in unseen ways. Here how you should help, oversee. As parents, oversee. Follow your young children closely, their attendance, their marks, their behavior, character, the way they speak to you. Very clear. Login ID I told you already. Attendance and CIA and semester marks. Be there for your children, especially when they need you most. Sometimes they may be in depression, may not find a way through because people, like I told you, from so many countries they are here. They want system. They might find it difficult. Academic will be difficult. We know that. However, you have to handle them, guide them, and give them hope. Yes, you can do it, and they will do it. You can also come and meet the mentors or counselors or the deans. As you return home today, perhaps with a lump in your throat and silent prayer in your heart, I want you to remember this. You're not letting go. You are letting the children grow. Together, let's raise not just graduates, but good citizens, good children of yours. Not just professionals, but human beings with 3 X and 4 C's: competence, conscience, creativity, and compassion. Once again, hearty welcome to you. Thank you very much. May God bless St. Joseph University.
Thank you, Honorable Vice Chancellor, for your inspiring and insightful address. Your words have not only enriched today's program, but also reminded us of the values and vision that guide our academic journey. We are truly grateful for your leadership and presence on this special occasion. It is my great privilege to introduce our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Shailaja Shastri, a distinguished psychologist, educator, researcher, and mental health advisor with over 3 decades of experience in the fields of education and well-being. She currently leads the Center for Flourish at NITTE, deemed to be University, Bengaluru, and has held several prestigious academic and leadership positions across renowned institutions. An accomplished scholar, trainer, and counselor, Dr. Shailaja has impacted the lives of thousands through her research, workshops, and initiatives focused on student well-being, life skills, and parenting. We are truly honored to have her with us today and look forward to her valuable insights. With these words, I now request the esteemed dignitaries on the dais to kindly come forward and felicitate Dr. Shailaja Shastri as a token of our deep respect, admiration, and gratitude. I request dignitaries on the dais to be seated with audience as we proceed with the address by chief guest.
Check.
Good morning to all of you. Good morning to all of you. It's a big day. It's a big day. Your kids have been, they've got admission to one of the finest universities in this country, and I think all of you should be beaming. I also understand there is a little anxiety, and that's why I'm here to address that. How many of you are leaving your child for the first time, letting go? There you go. How many of you are letting your child into a hostel for the first time? Okay. So we will talk about this. I understand there is a mixed bag of emotions. There's so much of happiness that your child has got admission to one of the biggest universities, finest universities. At the same time, you have to let go, right? Agreed? Yes. So let's look into that. What I feel right now is that most of you are not smiling. So therefore, I have a little activity lined up because all of you are looking very serious. So can we have a small activity? And for this, I want you to put down all your bags, your books, somewhere you just put it down. And I just want you to stand up. Whatever discomfort you have, we'll deal with that. But I want you to stand up for a few minutes and we're going to have fun. Ready? Okay. You must be wondering what is going to happen. It's something very simple. Probably it will be kind of reliving a situation where you had been earlier. We are all going to sing a nursery rhyme. Yeah, I'm sure you're surprised. Parent orientation and nursery rhyme. We are all going to sing a nursery rhyme together. I'm going to sing with you too. And we will also do the actions that are linked to that song. Okay? And I have been totally undemocratic. I have selected the song already. And the rhyme is this one. Can you see that? You'll have sung this many years back, right? Okay, it's a time to relive that happily. Let's sing this. You know the tune? Okay, I'll sing it for you, you pick up the tune, and then we will do the actions later. Don't evaluate the quality of my voice. We just sing, okay? It goes like this. Head, shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulder, knees and toes, eyes, ears, mouth and nose, eyes, ears, mouth and nose. Come on. Head, shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulder, knees and toes, eyes, ears, mouth and nose, eyes, ears, mouth and nose. Very good. Now comes the actions. Come on, let's do the actions. Shall we? Come on, both hands. I can't be having this. So, head, shoulders, knees and toes. Little difficult. Pretend to have touched the toes. Pretend. Okay? Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, eyes, ears, mouth and nose, eyes, ears, mouth and nose. Do you think it is over? You're right. Not over. No, sir. Sir, not yet over. I'm going to give you a challenge. And what is the challenge? There are new rules. Now this is not your head. Which is your head? Knee. So I'll give you 1 minute exactly to learn the new rules. We sing the old song, but we do the new actions, with following the new rules. Okay, your time starts now. Learn it. What happened? What? You know the song? Okay, let's try. Old song, but new actions. Can we try? Okay. Head. Okay. This is only your head. Which is your head? Okay, start. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes. Knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Eyes, 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 ears. What happened? It's all over. Confusion. So how do we solve this confusion?
Switch on.
We need a little practice. Yes, I think practice lets us improvise. Right. Thank you, ma'am, for that. Now, let's look at it. How did you learn the first half? Most of you did it. Head, shoulder, knees and toes. Did you understand that there was a
Sequence.
logic? There is a sequence. It was not terrifying. The change was not terrifying. When you looked at it for the first time, it looked terrifying. Then you realized that there is a sequence. And the sequence is going, the first half is going in a circular way. 1, 2,
3, 4.
3, 4. Right? Now, if you look carefully at the second half, there is also a logic. What is the logic? It is, let me put it back for you. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So start from the lowest part, go upwards, upwards, outwards. Now is it daunting? Now you know the change. So what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. The song we know. The song is the old song. We are not changing the song. What we are changing is only the way that we are showcasing the actions based on the new rules, the new demands. So can we sing the old song now with the new actions? We are not giving up on the old song. Can we? Shall we? Okay. Come on. Which is your head? Head, shoulder, knees and toes. Knees and toes. Knees and toes. Head, shoulder, knees and toes. Eyes, ears, mouth and nose. Eyes, ears, mouth and nose. Excellent. You have adapted to the new change, right? Which is your head? Thank you. Give yourself a round of applause. And let me tell you that this activity is the preamble for the discussions we are going to have, because there is a new demand placed on us as a parent. Do you agree? Yes. Suddenly, our children are all grown up, right? And what I did, what worked for me till now, suddenly is not working for me. It's like suddenly I have to adapt new techniques. And that is something important. So when suddenly I see the change, my child is now moving to something different, it can be very daunting. It can be very scary. But if I understand the logic of how I need to change, why I need to change, what are the new tools that I need to have, if I pick up that, then change is easy with a little bit of practice, with a little bit of change in my approach. I am sure all of us can reach out to this new generation. Can we discuss that? Are you with me? Now I see the smiles back. So kindly be seated and we will discuss this. Thank you. It was wonderful to have all of you sing and dance. So do you agree that there is a change? And what is this change? My child, which used to come back home and give me the whole history of what happened during the day, all reporting done, suddenly is not talking to me. If I ask why, they say why not. If I say what, nothing. What did you do? Something. They don't interact with us like the way that they used to interact with me earlier. And what happens to us as parents? Tell me. There is a hole in your heart, isn't it? My God, what happened? Let me tell you what happens. As a psychologist, you know this also, that they are going through an interesting phase of moving from childhood to adolescence to adulthood. So they are somewhere in between of this transition. They are neither here nor there. Do you agree with me? Yes. Please understand, this is a challenging time for them. And with all the pressures that exist because of social media, it's even more, there is so much of discomfort. Can you tell me some of the things where you feel that your child is a little different now? Anybody? Mobile, yes. Mobile is social media and technology is something totally bothering all of us. Don't tell me I don't use it, we don't use it. We are also addicted to that. It is not just the new generation. Yes, sir. Yes, the social skills are reduced. Yeah, the social connect is come down, which actually what Vice Chancellor Sir was talking was very important if you listen to it. This is a time when they learn to connect with people across board from different states, from different countries, and that's an important aspect. So friends, this shift from childhood, adolescence to adulthood is a challenging journey, and they must take it. Now I want you to understand, additionally, when this change is happening, they are also shifting from school to the university, from a school-like setup. I mean, +2, +1, +2, or 11th and 12th standard, or the PUC. I want you to understand it's still a controlled environment. It's, the scheduling. There's a lot of structure that is there. Not that universities don't have structure, but then there is a perceived freedom also in their head. Okay. The first thing is there is no uniform. Yeah, that acts on the mind big time. Okay. So there's no uniform. I can dress as I want. So that's why universities and colleges do have regulations. It's very important. So I want you to understand, from a very structured and monitored environment, they come to a university, which is also, there is a structure, but then there is more perception of freedom. So, what do you think they want from us? There are two things. They want something from us, and we want something from them. What is there in this change for them? What do they want? They want you to give them freedom. The arguments in the house is always about this. You control me too much. You set up everything for me. I don't want. I'm coming late today. And then starts the friction. Right? Right? Now, what is it we have to learn in this entire process? For them, they want autonomy. They want freedom. They want to test boundaries. But there is great learning for us also. And that's something we forget sometimes. We need to be learning about, and also the art of letting go. That's the whole goal of parenting. I have to finally help my child to function completely in the outside world without me. Correct? And this is a hard transition. I'll tell you my own story. When my son, I have one son, and I must say that my son studied in this college. At that time it was a college. And one of the, I can vouch for it. And that's why I come every year here. And thank you every time to invite me. I enjoy this interaction. My son has studied here and he has got the best from the teachers. The mentoring was, billing me was really, really good. Now, I'll tell you my experience. When he was in 7th standard, for the first time, the school had arranged a trip to somewhere, some city, I don't remember, but they had to take the train. So we had to drop him to the railway station. And you know the mother and the father, how anxious we get when we have to leave our child for the first time in the railway station. So we went packing everything, and we kept the suitcase in front of the house, and we were about to load it to the car. My son, who was that time slightly taller than me, comes in front of me, stands in front of me and tells me, whatever you want to hug and kiss, do it now. Don't do it in the railway station. Can you imagine what happened to me then? That's a painful statement. Because that child would come and sit on my lap and, demand hugs. Now he's telling me, whatever it is now. Can you imagine the pressure on me? And I realized for the first time, the hard way, that I need to now learn to maintain a distance. Not that because he loves me less, but then I have to follow certain protocols based on his understanding of the world. For me, that was the first lesson in let go. Imagine you have to take permission of your child. Can I hug you? Can I hold your hand? Or they will tell, don't even come near me. So we need to respect all this, but that's a painful journey. So friends, there is going to be challenge in this transition. Let me push the understanding a little more further. What you did now, till now, was you were giving them the roots. Do you agree? You all did a wonderful job of giving them the roots. How? I know the struggle every parent has had. Dropping them to this, call the school, bringing them back, this class, that class, this exposure, that exposure, sports, everything. Lunchbox. What goes into the lunchbox? What do they have when they come back? Everything, you designed their life. Correct? Everything was in your control. And they loved it. They told, my daddy is the greatest. My mummy is the prettiest. My mummy is the best. My daddy is the best. Slowly, when they are growing up, then started, that auntie cooks something better, or that uncle cooks something better. That uncle, my friend's dad has given a bike. So that dad may be a more cooler dad than you. So I want you to understand that what you have done right now is given them the value systems, given them the design, what they a kind of direction in their life, the roots. From here, can I continue giving them that? No, it is important. That is there. The foundation is there. But now your role has shifted to something else. You don't stop being a parent. You are still the parent, but if I can use a term, we become more consultants. What does that consultant mean? It's very difficult for a manager to become consultant. What is consultant?
Give the only opinion or advice on
Only if required. When there is something, I need to step in. But I am not stopping being his or her parent. I am still a parent. But my approach needs to change. That is something. You know the activity that we had? Head, shoulder, knees and toes? The tools, the new rules have shifted. So I need to now become more approachable. So what analogy I have given here is, now it's a time for them to fly. Roots you have given. Now they need to fly. And for flying, it's a different skill set. They cannot fly without your support. You need to become that air beneath their wings, where it gives the bird or the aircraft to fly, the lift. That is our role. I'm not going to be micromanaging everything, but I need to be there, rock solid support, but be there for them when they need me. Sometimes what we do, or many a times we Indian parents, all of us, do is, if there is some little crisis, there is one phone call from the child, I'm missing you. We put on that superhuman cape, super mom, super dad cape and come running. What happened to my child? We did that also when they were younger, sometimes. If the friends in the apartment had a fight, I go as a mom or a dad and check who fought, what did you do, and try to solve the problem for them. In the process, I stopped talking as a mother or a father to the parent of the other child, and next day the children are playing together, but we don't talk. You realize what happens? We problem solve everything for them. The minute we problem solve things for them, they stop learning. I'll give you a very simple analogy. When children were small, they had to tie that shoelace. Do you remember that? It's a big task. Rolling this, one side of the lace, rolling the other side of the lace, placing one on top of the other, bringing it down. It's tough. When they were figuring it out, what did we do? This is too slow. I'll go and tie it. Problem solved. I'll tie it up. By denying the child an opportunity to learn to tie a shoelace and me tying it, what have I done? Can you tell me? Learning opportunity lost. It takes time to learn to tie a shoelace. If it takes time to learn to tie a shoelace, friends, how long do they require to practice character building? To become hardworking, to understand that hard work is the only way, only route to success. They need to take that journey. So, my dear friends, this few years, 3 years, is like a simulator where they will test ride and learn to fly in a simulator before they go to the real life. Do you get my point? Huh. So this 4 years in a college is the crucial years where they build character. That's what Reverend Father said. They will learn life skills. That means they will have fights with their friends. They will be peer pressures. They will have academic pressures. They are going to miss you. They are going to be stressed. But they have to learn to navigate. And they require your support when they navigate through these challenges in a safe place of a university. They need your support. And that's what you need to look into. And I just want to tell you, the next 4 years is not going to be a straight line and zip, zap, zoom. No. You are going to get calls. It's so difficult. I'm not finished my assignments. I don't know what to do. Or they may just clam up and you can see them stressed. That's part of the entire journey. So there would be academic pressures. There would be peer conflicts. They will have fights. They have to find out who can be close to them, who can they be a part of, who can be their friends. Time-related pressures, there would be failures. There would be sometimes the teachers will scold them for not submitting the assignment, or not doing things properly, or get them to redraft everything. You have to be there to support them. Don't problem solve. Let them take the journey. Let them realize that they have to earn that A or that A plus or the B. It is theirs. They need to earn it. So that's where we need to support them and understand. Please understand, it's going to be a roller coaster ride. You are going to get calls. Don't get anxious. Don't get over worried. It's a normal process. However, I'm also giving you a list of red flag behaviors. As a psychologist, as a person working for the well-being of students, I'm also going to tell you. Number one, if they are absenting from class, if they are not attending class, for me, that is a red flag. Once bunking, twice bunking here and there is okay. But if there is a consistent absenteeism, that's the red flag. That's what Reverend Father told. Please check your names. These are teenagers. Please don't think that they are bad kids or good kids. No. Let's look at it. It's sometimes default behaviors that they give a wrong number. Sometimes I have their friends posing as uncles and fathers and talking to us. So check whether your number is there, because absenteeism is a critical aspect, because something is not okay. Their heart is not in the course. Their heart is not in the program. So watch out for that. Second one is if there is a slide down in their academic performance. See, a little up, something happens, they don't do well, it's okay. Don't get into an SOS mode. But if there is a slide down, then I want you to consider that as an SOS. Okay? And of course, there are other, if they have clamped up, they don't talk at all, they are not calling you, they're not talking to you. Not the usual behavior. They like to go and slam the door and sit in the room. They don't like you coming every day and keep on asking, what did you do? How did you do? Where did you go? What are you doing? Not that. Okay? But if you feel that they're not taking care of their hygiene, you know how teenagers should be. They love to dress up. We may not approve of their dresses. That's a different thing. They may want to put in some kind of color here, color there, or have some nail polish which is of a different color. That's different. But they need to be doing that. They need to want to dress up, want to, try out new things. That's for me a safe place. But if they don't, if they are unhygienic, they don't take bath, then that's an SOS. That can be an SOS. So please watch out. Take time to look at this. If you feel that there is something, your gut feeling is telling something is not okay, there are wonderful mentors and counselors here. You can immediately contact them or advise your child to go and meet the counselors. It can be sorted out. Okay? But if it is a serious thing, clinical depression, then there could be requirement of a medication. The counselors will tell you that they need support. I'm not here to alarm you. Please don't think that I'm scaring you, but I'm just telling the realities. Sometimes they may require some kind of support, emotional support. Is that clear? Okay. Now, this is about the kids, what we do for kids. But I'm going to take this time, and very important, I'm also going to talk about all of us. What is that? What do you see there? There is something called an empty nest syndrome. And this happens. And this can be terrifying because you see, every move in your life till now was for the child, to manage the child, to design the life of your child. Suddenly, the child doesn't need you as much. You want the child. The child also wants you but doesn't let you know. What happens to us? There is a kind of emptiness. And this is more so with moms. How many moms are feeling that emptiness now? Child is, thank you for being honest. Yeah, I appreciate your honesty. There is that feeling that, what will I do now? The goal of my life is almost done. So what do we need to do? I have some tips for you. And what is that? What do you think? Whether it's time to reset your life. How many of you have come with your spouses here? Go for a date. Settle all your old, whatever angst you had with your spouse. Come to a settlement. Center it. All that. Whatever has happened, center it. Go out for a date. It's your life now. It's the beginning of a new phase of your life. If you are a single parent, it's time to explore new worlds. Whether you are with your spouse or you're a single parent, doesn't matter. It's time to reset your life. So, how do you think you can reset your life? I have some amazing stories when I met moms and dads whose parents are out. Whose children are out. Tell me, what are the things you can do? Yeah? Yes. If you have left your career somewhere, get back. Get back. I have known people who have started businesses, have taken up Coursera courses, started teaching children, in the neighborhood, gone for a hobby, gone back to the singing classes, music classes. And one thing I'm going to tell you, take care of your health. This is very important. How many of you go for a walk in the morning or do some kind of exercise? Slowly the hand. What does that mean? 2 days I go, 1 week I don't go, 2 months I go, then 6 months I don't go. Invest in your health, because the best gift we can give our children is taking care of ourselves. Investing in our health. Streamline your diet, streamline your exercises, do some physical activity. If you have never gone to a gym, go and join the gym, lift some weights. It is very good for your mind and body. You'll feel better. Go for a walk. If nothing you can do, walk up and down the stairs. Invest in your health, because if you are unhealthy, if you are sick, it takes a toll on the children. Let's not give them that headache. Let them focus on their goals in life. Take care of your health. Take care of your finances. Take care of your finances. Keep it for yourself. Your children will earn. They have to learn to earn. Keep it for yourself. Keep your future secure by investing in yourself. So take care of yourself, take care of your health, invest to become a different person, go back to your old interests. Don't tell nobody loves me. Nobody loves me, I don't have a goal. Don't become a whiner and a cribber. Enjoy, this is the new beginning. You have done your duties, now it's time to restart your life. And this is the best, next 20, 25 years are going to be the best part of your life. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. So these are some of the things that I wanted to share with you. I think I've kept this time a little more time for Q&A. Do I have time, Suhas sir? Yeah. Any Q&A, a couple of questions I can take. What? No questions. Oh my God. You're going to practice whatever I told you. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
How to avoid confusion between two kids?
You're stumping me. Thank you for that question. I always, when I take these parenting sessions, I always have parents telling me that the first one was okay, I managed it, we did this, I was able to handle him or her, but madam, I don't know from where the second one came, and I can't do anything with that. So I think having a sibling is wonderful. Having a sibling is wonderful, but please understand, they're also being raised differently. Maybe by same people, but they are raised in different environments. In terms of your involvement when there was a first child, then your experience with the first child and how you have involved yourself with the second one or the third one. So there would be change. So they are different personalities. And so when you have two personalities of different kinds living under the same, and the same rules will not apply. Do you get my point? You have one set of rules, but you have two different, and they respond to these rules in different ways. So there would be a conflict. To expect them to be well behaved and be very amicable, shaking hands, you take half, I will take half, is not going to happen. Number one, when there are siblings at home, the best thing is don't, especially when they are teenagers, don't get into solving their problem. If they are fighting with each other, just step back. I know there is a challenge. You sort it out among yourself and tell me. If they come to you for advice, give them. Or, one of the best things is to ask them. Rather than being prescriptive and telling, do this, do that, ask them. Now there is a challenge. You have two opinions. Tell me, how do we think we can solve? Let's sit together and see how we can solve it. Listen to them. And then give your... Do you get my point? The less we interfere, the less we problem solve, less we manage conflicts for them, the better it is for them to figure out how to work with each other, navigate with the difference of opinion. They have to learn it. What happens is we become prescriptive and they expect us to solve their problem. No. They expect, then they tell us, Mummy, you are partial. You are unfair to me. You love me less. Have you brought me from somewhere else? So these are some of the ways that they try to, emotionally blackmail us. So you tell, now you are not old enough. There is only one television or one thing that you need to share. Tell me how we can share it. That's important. So this is something works. It's not easy, but it's not impossible. Yeah. Yeah, I think you need to allow them, sir, because if the minute we step in, what sir said is very interesting. I'm just Can you give the mic to sir?
Both the siblings, both are right on their own ways. So that is that match both.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Both are right in their own ways. Don't try to make them equal. We need to ask them or talk to them. One of the things that I'll tell you a trick. What we follow in the counseling center that we run. Don't tell anybody. This is the thumb rule that we follow. Okay? The secret I'm letting you out. Talk to the children and treat the parents. Because what we do is, we talk. It is like that pressure cooker for us. What sir is telling and what ma'am is telling, and there's a big fight going on and all are right and you don't know how to solve this, we come and we talk too much. One of the most important things we need to do is listen more. Don't give one of the worst things that they they don't like from us is these lectures. I'll give you my own example. When my son was studying here, every day he would get his dabbas with great this thing. He would get his lunch boxes. He was good with that. But once in a way, he would want to come to the canteen and eat. And as a parent, I have a choice. I can either give or I don't need to give. The choice is mine. Okay. I decide, okay, I'm being a very good mother. And I will give him 100 rupees for eating in the canteen. But how do I give? That 100 rupees, does it come? Okay, go ahead. You've taken, am I going to say, okay, you have, carried your lunchbox every day? Today I enjoy it. But do I do that? No. I'll give that 500 rupees, 100 rupees, and then not 500, 100 rupees, and then I'll tell, in my times, my parents never gave me money for, and my son will be looking at that 100 rupees in my hand. Do you think he's listening to me? No. And what do I tell next? Okay, I'm giving you money today, go and eat idli. My son will tell, yes, idli only I'll eat. But do you think he'll come and eat idli and sambar here? What? He will want to try out all the other things which I don't have at home. And then he'll come back to me at home and tell, idli was very nice, Amma. But not you make idlis better. So what am I hinting? Yeah. So what I want you to, actually the trick is to make them talk more. We call it audible thinking. We need to know how they are wired inside. For that, if we talk less and allow them to talk more, ask them for however different their opinions may be. You may not agree with that opinions. It's okay. Let's listen to what is running through their mind. If we provide them that safe space, that, if I have any problem, my parents are the coolest. They are the ones who will help me. They will stand by me. If I provide that safe space, I don't think we have anything to worry about. That safe space is what they are looking for. And that safe space ceases to exist when I judge them, when I'm harsh with them, when I don't give them boundaries. Setting boundaries is very important. And who should be setting boundaries and who should be following it? Can we have a small little game? I don't have to, you won't have to stand. You'll have to sit there. Can you participate in a small little game? Yes. Put all your bags, everything down. Your hands have to be free. I want both your hands free. Hands free? Okay, I'm going to say something and I want you to listen to it and do that. Is that okay? I'm going to say something and I want you to follow it. Are your hands free? Okay, you're able to hear me, no? Yeah. Raise your right hand up. Bring it down. Raise your right hand up. Bring it down. Raise your right hand up. Fold the fingers into a fist. Stick your forefinger out and quickly keep it on your cheek. Which is your cheek? I had some smart cookies. Why did most of you, there were few who kept it there. Why did some of you keep it here? You saw me. I didn't tell you do what I do. What did I tell you? I told you listen to me very carefully, do what I say. I didn't say do what I do. But probably in 1 hour if you are going to trust me so much. And then keep your hand here. Imagine the trust your child will have watching you every day. So if there is a rule, no mobiles in the house, no mobiles after 8 o'clock, who should be the first one? Who should be the first one to follow all the rules? Tell it a little loudly. We should be following following rules, and only then I have the moral authority to tell it to my student, my child. If as a mother I'm sitting and watching constantly, I have no moral authority to tell my child. Tell, hey, you watch all your serials, why shouldn't I watch? So remember, they are watching us. And if there is any discrepancy, they are the first ones to point back to you. Did that? So kindly, I see some kids are here with the parents, is it? Some chilan. They will give it back to you today. So friends, the lesser we talk, the more we listen to them, the more we attempt to understand them. They have a lot of anxieties. They have a lot of apprehensions. There is AI that's going to invade this world. They don't know. They're worried about that. Can we provide a safe space for them where they can come and tell us, hey, I'm worried. What should I do? What is your opinion? Can we make ourselves so glamorous that my child doesn't go anywhere but comes to me for solutions where they cannot solve their own, when they are unable to manage it? Can we do that? That is the role of a consultant parent. That is the new learning that we have. That's the new rules that we need to follow. And I'm sure it will be of great joy to watch our children progress. And whatever irritates you now because they are at home and they're demanding, they're too demanding, that's the same thing that you will miss when they are out. You ask me, that's what you miss. And I think it is wonderful to see our children leading their lives, getting ready for life, and having the roots and now trying to fly. That's the whole message I want to give you. But before I close, there is a video that we will all watch together. Is that okay? Yes. It's an interesting video. I've downloaded it from the net. So if you have seen it, pretend that you have never ever seen it and watch it once more. I've watched it 100 times and I still enjoy it. I like it. What I want to tell you is this is a video of 1992 Olympics, Barcelona Olympics, and I want you to see what happens there when a person, a young man, all his life trained and had the goal to win the gold medal of the sprint, and when he was running, actually what happened, the media had covered it, and that's converted into a short video. I want all of you to watch it, okay?
When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be.
That's my message to you. The next few years is going to be a roller coaster. They are going to fail sometimes. They are going to have setbacks. They are going to have difficult moments. But there are only two people on this planet who can be with them when they are in the most difficult phase. Who are those? And if we give up on them, if we judge them at that time, if we don't allow them to flourish at that time, we cannot create Sindhus of this world, or we cannot create any successful human beings, because they need us the most. We need to love them the most. We need to love them when they have failed. That's the time they require. When they are successful, the whole world is there. We celebrate Suryavanshis, we celebrate PV Sindhus, but they are there because of a parent who stood by them, who let them be. And that is my message to you. As a psychologist, they are sometimes in the vulnerable phase. Love them more when they have had a setback. And that is my only request, because I come from a field of mental health. I've seen a lot of tragedies. And somewhere they evaluate themselves based on their marks. They are much more than their marks. They are to prepare for life. Don't evaluate them by their marks. There are going to be. Tendulkar also has not hit a century every time he has gone to the field. He has gone out with a zero at times, but still he has gone back. Get them to get back to the field. That's where we need to help them. That's my request. And I wish you all the very best. I wish all your children, may their dreams come true. Help them through this journey. Be there for them. And I always thank St. Joseph's for inviting me. It's an honor, sir. I never say no. I always come because I find this so meaningful. Thank you for prioritizing well-being of students. Thank you for prioritizing parents as an important stakeholder. And thank you for inviting me. May God bless all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shailaja, for captivating the audience with fluent and engaging address. Your valuable insights have greatly enriched this session and left a lasting impression on all present here today. Dear parents, we now open the floor for your questions and reflections. Please feel free to share your thoughts or seek any clarifications as we engage in this interactive Q&A session. Your participation is highly valued. We invite you to kindly raise your hand and a mic will be brought to you if you have questions or clarifications.
I think there. Good morning, dear parents. A QR code will be displayed on the screen, requesting you to kindly scan the same and give in your valuable feedback. Towards the end of the Google form, you will find a link. If you are interested to be a part of the Parents' Council, kindly click on the WhatsApp group link and please join. You're not able to scan it from there? The same QR code is displayed in the counters below, so you can scan it from there.
Thank you, ma'am. Dear parents and dignitaries, we invite everyone to enjoy a tea break now. Take this time to refresh yourself and we look forward to welcoming you back shortly. Kindly be back by 11:20. Tea has been arranged at the entrance and in the basement of the auditorium. Before you leave the hall, kindly note that the ladies' washrooms are located on the ground floor and first floor. The gentlemen's washroom is located on the first floor along the corridor opposite the lift. Dear parents and guardians, as the washroom facilities in this block are limited, we request you to use them at your convenience in a phased manner and avoid gathering in the large number at one time. We appreciate your patience, cooperation, and understanding. Thank you.
పైకి నా ఫ్రెండ్ వాళ్ళు
morning once again, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a pleasant and refreshing tea break. May I request everyone to kindly take their seats as we resume the program. We shall now have a presentation on how the university functions. May I invite Dr. Mamta to deliver the presentation.
Thank you, ma'am. A very good morning to one and all present here. Esteemed dignitaries of the dais, faculty members, my dear parents, a very warm welcome to Parent Orientation 26-27. I know you have all eagerly come here to know how St. Joseph's University functions, and I'm here to do the same. My name is Dr. Mamta, I'm from the Department of Microbiology. I'm here to take you through how St. Joseph's University functions, a little bit on our history and mission and vision. St. Joseph's University believes in forming women and men for and with others. So we believe here in holistic approach to the education. We want your children to develop character, competence, and also be good citizens of this nation. A brief history about this place that you're sitting in today. St. Joseph's University began as St. Joseph's College in 1882, started by the French foreign missionaries. Later on, it went on to be, it was earlier affiliated to the Madras University, then to the Mysore University, and in 1986, it became the first affiliated college in Karnataka to offer postgraduate program. In 2025, it was one of the 5 colleges in Karnataka that was awarded the autonomy. Moving forward, we were also conferred the College of Excellence from UGC. For our academic standards, we were conferred this status. Then in our university, or the St. Joseph's College as it was earlier called, has undergone 4 cycles of NAAC accreditation. And in the 4th cycle, we received the highest grade point of 3.79 out of 4 and got the A++ award. And in 2021, through the RUSA scheme, we were conferred the university status. We are proud to tell that we are one of India's first public-private partnership university, and we have the privilege to host Draupadi Murmu, our president, to inaugurate the university. So we are, thank you parents. So you're here in a 4-year-old university, but a university with a 144-year-old legacy. I want to take you through some of our rankings and how do we stand in India. So we are 49th ranked university by the week. In multidisciplinary university across India, we are ranked 19 in this South Zone. We are ranked 8th private deemed multidisciplinary university in the South Zone. We have the 18th rank for the private and deemed university all over India, and we are ranked 4th as a private and deemed multidisciplinary university in the state of Karnataka. This is as far as the ratings are concerned, rankings are concerned. Moving to the ratings, we have something called as the QS ranking that accredits the world standards, and we have the Indian standards ranked by the QS iGorge. This is for all the universities and colleges in India. It's a private ranking agency, so through them we've been ranked the gold ranking. So this is where your awards are right now. This is the St. Joseph's University campus and the administrative block. And we are also honored and pleased to inform you that from this academic year, we are also operating in Banarghatta Road with our campus B. We have another block B there. So we've extended, so we're growing constantly, and you all are part of this growth. We believe that you all are collaborators. You, along with our awards, are bringing us forward every day. Coming to the academic structure here, I just want to give you a brief of the academic structure. So we function as schools. So here we have around 9 schools. A School of Business, Chemical Sciences, Humanities and Social Sciences, School of Languages and Literature, School of Life Sciences, Physical Sciences, Social Work, Communication and Media Studies in School of Information Technology. Your wards today belong to the School of Business. So I'm hoping that they will get oriented as you're getting oriented here as well. So moving on, how do we function here? What all do we do? So each school offers a lot of departments under them. And we have, in this academic year, we're offering 51 undergraduate programs, 23 postgraduate programs, 5 postgraduate diploma programs, 21 PhD programs are approved, of which 13 are currently being offered, 40 certificate courses, and we had a few years back, we started something called the National Education Policy, the NEP. We had to follow this, implemented by the Government of India. Under that, we had a 4th year honors degree. We are also functioning with a honors degree on board. Moving on, now we are currently following the Government of Karnataka State Education Policy. With this, we have about 150 credits up to offer for our students to earn, and we believe and we emphasis here on skill development rather than just rote learning and regular academics. So talking about our staff profile, we are extremely blessed and we are also honored to have all these people here. We have 437 faculty members on board with 237 PhD holders. So you may rest assured that your wards are in safe hands. We have 61 admin and 108 support staff helping your children do well in our university. A few of the infrastructural facilities available, I'll just take you through some of them. The ICT enabled classrooms, we have security everywhere, it's CCTV enabled. We have laboratory, state-of-the-art facilities, we have hostels, canteen, library, auditorium, observatory, sports facility. I'll take you through these in the next few slides. This is our hostel on campus for the boys. And we also have 2 ladies hostel that we are operating very much close to the college here in Akitimnalli. Then we also have, this is the block that you are in is called the auditorium block. And there is a new block which is the Margis block, which houses the state-of-the-art gymnasium. It also has an indoor sports complex. We have football and cricket stadiums, grounds also available for the students to play. We believe in co and extracurricular activities for the holistic development. So we have a lot of sports events, competitions on the campus. We have an annual athletic meet that all your wards will participate in. Other than that, we have intra and inter-university competitions also that your wards can participate in. Moving to the library facility, I'm sure most of you all are wondering, how do our kids access to a lot of academic resources? We have the state-of-the-art e-library and digital library. So the students can access the library also sitting at your homes on their phones. There's something called the Nimbus system where you can e-access few of the platform delivering contents. We also have email IDs of the students connected to the university ID. A lot of times academic publications and other academic work require an official email ID for the students. So to help them, we have done all of this. In our digital library space, we have access to JSTOR, we have access to virtual labs. Students can do online courses on SWAYAM, and we have also tie-ups with some publishing houses like Cambridge and elsewhere to help our research scholars or research interested students. Moving on to some of our research facilities, we have collaborations with industries as well. So Eurofins has developed a state-of-the-art laboratory which houses a GCMS, HPLC and other facilities on campus, and we also send out samples there for analysis. This is the cafeteria where your wards will get sumptuous meals. I'll come to what we are doing to enhance this also. These are few of our laboratories. These are the UG labs and the computer science lab. We also have observatories here. As you can see in this image, this is an observatory housed in the UG block, and we have one observatory in the PG block also. This is for astronomical observations. We have telescopes on house. So a lot of interesting astronomical phenomena, like even the eclipses, are all observed here by the students. So even night sky gazing and other astronomical observations are conducted periodically by the physics department. If your wards are interested in that, that also can be done. For those of your wards who are doing PG or postgraduate program, we have a separate PG block that's across the road from where you entered this campus. So the PG block is dedicated to PG and research scholars. And what do we do in research? We have the St. Joseph's Research and Innovation Council. They are cheerleading our research activities. They help in funding and collaboration. And they also constantly keep updating the faculty with lecture series, workshops, and they bring in a lot of MOUs and collaborations. These are some of our collaborators. We have also students going in here for internships and dissertation works. So we have the Department of Biotechnology, Department of Science and Technology, CSIR, all of these are our funding agencies. So a lot of government funding is also available for research. These are some of our research facilities, mostly for our material sciences, life sciences, and chemical sciences students. So I'll skip this. I forgot to mention, we also have research-based tools and softwares enabled in our library, which the students can use. Moving on to the most important part of my presentation, that's how we work here as a university and what you all should also know, because you all are parents now of our students, and we need to have that rapport, and you need to know as well how this university functions. So there's something called as course completion requirements. What are these? All the wards, be it the undergrad or the postgraduate, they have some minimal requirements to complete their degree program. That is, they have to pass the examination, that is taken, that all papers we have to clear, the students have to clear. Other than that, there are some criteria we've laid out. That is, one is the Igniters program. This is a character building program that happens. So most of our students gain a lot of insights as to public speaking and approaching job interviews and other things from the Igniters. Also, they have help in time management and counseling sessions. All of these are part of the Igniters program. It's a compulsory program. So whenever the class is assigned the Igniters program, they have to complete it. Then we have something called the social outreach. As I mentioned, we were started by the French Foreign Mission, and then we were handed over to Society of Jesus, who are called the Jesuits. So it's the Jesuits who are governing us, and their mission and vision is not just education, but also quality education and socially aware students. So we want them to go out into the world and do good to the society as well. Not just academically build their resumes, but also build themselves as human beings. So outreach is a compulsory part, and there are some hours allotted. I'll come to that later. They have to complete these. And also, if a course demands internship or project or a thesis or dissertation as a part of the program, that has to be completed by the students. So these are some course completion requirements. If some of these are not met, for some reason the student is unable to attend during their class session, they have to make it up later on. Otherwise, they will not get their degree awarded. Moving on to some of the associations, we have 40 different associations on board, and it's not restrictive. That means School of Business students can do a psychology certificate course. They can do it from School of Languages. They can do it cross disciplines. So across the disciplines, whatever is their interest, they're free to do that. And we also have NSS and NCC, which are functioning very well in our university. We have the Armored Squadron and the Air Wing of the NCC operating. Coming to the university timings, all of you are aware, and many of the parents whom I met in the morning today were asking, can we shift the timings of our students? It's highly, at this point, no, because we are working in staggered shift system. We start at 7 a.m. in the morning, and the first shift runs from 7 to 12:50, and for practical oriented courses, it goes up to 2:40. Second shift starts at 9, and third shift at 4:45. So the campus houses more than 10,000 students, and we need to make sure that the infrastructure is available to all. So we have this shift system in place. Parking on campus is available only for two-wheelers of the students. They need to procure a parking sticker and then they can park their vehicles here. A few key things to keep in mind. Usage of mobile phones. We know that we are encountering with a generation who is addicted, rather they're sticking to their mobile phones, but they can't use it in the academic block, not in the classrooms, but for academic purposes, if they are using it, then it is allowed. Dressing has to be decent. The students will be given something called as the handbook. So we request you also to go through that handbook once. Everything is detailed out there. What can be and cannot be done on campus. Kindly go through it and ask them also to go through it. And every student is required to wear an ID card because of security concerns. They will not be allowed to enter the university unless they produce their ID card. So that's very important. Punctuality and discipline, of course, we give a lot of prominence to that. Our UG students are helped and mentored here by class mentors. So the objective of mentoring is to provide a support system. We want your wards to feel safe while they're with us. So we have the mentors taking care of that. So there is a book for recording the mentoring. So the mentors keep a detailed note of how they're performing, all the details of the students, and this is monitored time and again. For PG students, we have academic advisors. Our PG students are looking for jobs after their degree or they want to get into a research career. So we have academic advisors who will guide them and help them through that. We also have welfare officers in unforeseen events. If the student has missed classes or needs some other kind of help, then there are welfare officers to help them out in this regard. Coming to the attendance, which is also a very significant part of our academic structure here. Every student requires a 75% attendance. This is not an aggregate. Per paper, the student has to have 75%. Then if they do not have, then what happens? If in one paper they do not have, that paper can be repeated later. But in two or more papers, if they do not have required 75%, then they'll have to repeat the entire semester. They'll have to re-attend the semester and then give their exams. Leave of absence, like I told you, there's a handbook that will be provided to the students. They have to note their leave of absence there and get it signed by the mentors and welfare officers. Coming to the examinations, another important part of evaluating how well your wards are doing here. We have the controller of examinations heading the exam section, and he can be reached out at the email ID given here, coe@sju.edu.in. All exam-related notices will be published on the website. This is, we urge you and your students, please go back home and reiterate it to them that all the related notices will only be on the website. They cannot blame their mentors or their friends that it was not on the class group, so I didn't know when to apply for a supplementary, or I didn't know what is happening when the exam is happening. They cannot blame anybody. Everything is well in advance put in the website, and the student is wholly responsible for finding out these details. Coming to the UG system of examination, we have our examination, that is the 100 marks divided into two components. Continuous internal assessment, that is we assess them throughout the semester for 40 marks, and there is an end semester examination of 60 marks. So what does this continuous internal assessment contain? It contains a mid-semester test for 25 marks, which is later on brought down to 20. Activity 1 and 2, these are given by paper-specific teachers who are handling them. So 10 marks each for that. That accounts to a total of 40 marks. And in the end semester, they have a question paper of 60 marks. Now the catch is here, in that 60 marks paper, they're supposed to score a minimum of 35 to pass that paper. Okay, and an aggregate of 40 by the CIA and the end semester. That has to be there for each paper. This is not course program specific, it is paper specific. So kindly note that. Coming to the PG system, in PG it's a little more rigorous. We have the continuous internal assessment for 50 and end semester also for 50. But here the minimum scoring per paper is 40% and program aggregate of 50%. So aggregate of all the papers again has to be 50%. Again here, continuous internal assessment is divided into mid-semester, activity 1 and 2, 25 marks mid-semester, 12.5 for the activities, which totals down to 50. So please reiterate this to your children at home that they have to keep this in mind. If a student cannot clear a paper, then what? We have supplementaries in place. They can take the supplementary. The supplementary usually happens October, November for the odd semester, March through April for the even semester. For the final year students of the BSc especially, and of the PG programs, the second year students, for them, we don't want to miss out a year before they apply for their jobs and other things. So we've given them this special supplementary provision. So only for 5th and 6th semester, this is only applicable for the final years. They are eligible to write a special supplementary and clear any of the papers that they haven't cleared. Moving on to outreach, as I started off telling, we want to build women and men for and with others. We have an outreach which is of 60 hours for the undergrads and 40 hours for the postgraduate students. So what are these? They go into rural camps, or they just do a traffic drive, and they do a dry waste campaign. So these are some of the accolades which we've received. The city police, Bangalore City Police have applauded our work and told that it's good work that they're doing for traffic awareness. We've had some 1,000 kgs of plastic collected as a part of this cleanliness drive. ITC has appreciated us for a dry waste campaign where there was a well-being out of waste campaign. Then we also have some of the awards and appreciations by Narayan Hridyalaya for a blood donation camp. We also have collaborated with CRY for a girl-child education program. So these are some of the activities, social outreach activities, which our students are performing. Next, moving on to grievance redressal. So obviously, there are times when your kids come back home and complain about the system or about something that's not going right in the system. Can they do it with us? Yes, they can. If there is an exam-related query, then they can mail to the controller of examination. This is for any kind of revaluation or challenge valuation if they feel they've done well, that they've not got enough marks. Any discrepancies in question paper, they have to get it back on the same day. They have to go and represent it to the COE. Then there are other general grievances, if any are there. Then they have a student grievance redressal cell. They can mail it there and that will be looked at. Moving on to some statutory bodies on board. We have the anti-ragging committee, and we also have the internal complaints committee. So we are a strict no to ragging. And we also have an internal complaints committee following the POSH Act. So here we say that there is zero tolerance to sexual harassment, and we also have this POSH office in place, and you can mail them in case of any kind of complaints. What you will have to tell your wards is they will not be victimized for sending in any complaints. It is done in a very, very structured manner, and complete confidentiality is maintained, and the student will not be victimized in any way. Moving on, we have an equal opportunity cell for the socially backward and economically backward students. We have counseling services. We know a lot of our youth are struggling with their mental health, and they have time and again they tell that, I'm too stressed out and all that. So we have counselors on board there to help them. So listen to me at @sju.edu.in is where they can write if they have any kind of mental health issues. Also, we have counselors on house. These are some of the counselors there. Mr. Joyson is for the PG, and Muskan Estel and Muskan Jain are for the UG students. So you all can make note of this and help whenever your students are in need. Coming to another important aspect, I told you I'll revisit the cafeteria. This is where I wanted to do that. We have a midday meal scheme. We believe that with empty stomach and with hunger, they cannot learn well in classes. So for the first shift students, breakfast, and for the second and third shift, lunch facilities are available as midday meals. So whoever are looking for these, especially this is for the economically backward sections of our students who want to claim this, they can write to us. There is an application form that will be rolled out. The mentors will intimate, and they can take avail this facility. Also, we have student scholarship. St. Joseph's believes that it's not about equality in all domains. So we want to help students who are in need. So there are both academic and economical scholarships available. Again, the class mentors will intimate it. Your wards can apply it. Even though you've paid the fee now, they can still apply it and avail the scholarship later on. Coming to the placement cell, I'm sure most of you are worried about what they'll do in the future. We have a very active placement cell and a skill development program is run through them. They mentor our students and also look for good job placements. There is a placement registration that all the students will do, and as part of that, the PRO's office or the placement office will interact with them. These are some of our recruiters. I know the image is not too clear, but we have a lot of big names there like Wipro, EY, Indigo, Licious, Ditto, Arvind Mills, Aditya Birla Group. We have all of these on board as our recruiters, okay? And some of our, I missed out on this. The highest paid package so far was 7.76 lakhs per annum, but this year there are negotiations going on for a 24 lakh per annum package. And one of the key highlights is from School of Business. So since all of your kids are in that school, 30 students from School of Business took a 6-month internship with Ernst & Young, and all 30 of them were offered positions. That's a highlight of this presentation. Coming to civil services, so we do not believe that only the subject matter will help. If there are some UPSC, KPSC aspirants, we want to help them as well. So there is a civil service coaching for undergrad and postgraduate students. The coordinator is here with us. If you have any queries, you can post them later as well. Coming to the parent-teacher meeting, like I told you, we believe that you all are our collaborators too. And if your wards have to do well, you have to join hands with us as well. So if at all a mentor seeks your help, if the student is not attending classes or not making an attempt to score well, we will reach out to you and we want your support. There will be a parent-teacher meeting, not for all, but for some cases which requires your attention. This is an important aspect which all of you should make note of. The university website has a parent login. Since you all are parents now, the register number that is given to your child is the login, and it is also the password of it. So we request you to kindly log in and see all the details. This is how the page would look like. You would have access to the fee payments, timetables, what courses they're doing, attendance, and their marks. So you have access to all of this. So I urge you to kindly log into this parent ID and later change the password. Many of them complain because if you keep it the same, the child also will know and they will change it. So don't do that, please. So you cannot tell us that we don't know. There are often cases where there's a attendance shortage and the parents are coming and telling, I didn't even know that there was an attendance shortage. You get inputs every day because on Linways, the attendance is updated every day. You will also get a message that your ward has missed a class, and you have access to the parent login, which will also give you the information. So kindly do not use that as an excuse to get away with later on. So Parents Council. So this is another body of the university, the body that's organized this parent orientation for you. They're working constantly with the parents and helping them also be a part of the SJU family. So what has the parents done? It's not just today. Later on also you can be a part of this parent council. I'm sure we have a lot of esteemed and subject experts sitting amongst us. You also can be a resource person. This is one of our parents who was a resource person for a decoding Gen Z workshop. We had another parent, Dr. Samina Zamindar, who did an eye checkup camp. So whatever is your profession, if you can also play a role in the betterment of our university, we look forward to it and we would appreciate if you would come forward. And this is a snippet of the parent orientation last academic year, where you are seated today. We had a couple of parents before you. So we've been doing this. This is an annual event. It happens every year. So we want you all to be a part of our university. Once again, I wish a very, very warm welcome to all of you to the St. Joseph's family. And I hope the journey ahead will be nice. Thank you all. Yeah, I see some hands up. We knew that that will be there, sir. So we follow this presentation with a panel discussion. We have panelists here. I invite them on stage for the panel discussion. The Controller of Examination, Professor Godwin. Sir, kindly. We also have with us, sorry about that, Pro Vice Chancellor, Campus B, Dr. Christo Selvin, Dean, School of Languages and Literature, Dr. Arul Mani, Coordinator of Shift 3, Professor Prashant Kumar, and our Placement Officer, Mr. Anil P. So we knew that once we did a presentation like this, a lot of questions will arise in your minds. That's why we arranged for this discussion. So these panelists here will take your questions and try answering it out to the best of their ability. So sir, there was a question in the audience. So Hassa, will there be a mic transfer? I'm sure your questions will pertain to all these fields, examination, placement, academics. So we have representatives from all of it to answer your queries.
Check.
Parents who have questions, kindly raise your hands. Suhasa, we can see. So kindly introduce yourself and then pose your questions. Sir. So you can go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. Myself, Arnab Chhatra from Calcutta. Sir, what are the difference between shift 1 and shift 3?
Okay. Very good afternoon to everyone, and I'd like to address the question. There is no difference, only timing is different. Okay, that is 7 a.m. and this is 4:45. Other than that, no difference. The syllabus, the delivery, examination, degree, we won't, even when we give degree or any marks card to the student, we never write this is 7 a.m. and this is 4:45. No, not like that. It is because of the student's convenience, and also because of too many applications. We are trying to make it 7 and 9, and the next one is 12 and 4:45. Other than that, there is no difference between any of the shifts. All are same.
Thank you, sir. Next question. Yeah.
Hello, sir. I'm Rakhi Dhariwal from Chennai. Sir, like he said, like shift 1 has timing of around 5:30 hours, and shift 3 is 4 hours. Will it be the same by education?
Actually, I understood and I could able to understand that one. It is not every day minimum of 4 hours to 5 hours, depends on the timetable. Why it is up to 12:30? Because some days, because of the languages, the early morning classes may start by 8. So some days by 9 o'clock. It depends on the timetable. Shift 3 starts by 4:45 and ends by 8:45, because after 8:45 we cannot have any other classes, because we cannot close our classes by 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock. That is the reason we maintain that strict 4 hours for shift 3. But for the morning sessions, no, we have this 12:50 is maximum. But generally, if you see over the years, you can see that the classes get over by 11 o'clock. Okay, but for safety purpose, no, we always tell that even if you see the shift 2, it is 9 to 5:30. They have mentioned. So huge, no long gap. You can see that. The reason why we mention some days, no, the classes may start, mostly your class may start by 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock only. Maximum, no, 12 o'clock. But in case if there is any lab or any other language class, suddenly, you are taken French as language. So that faculty may take class between 9 to 10 or 10 to 11, like that. That is the reason we made that slot 9 to 5:30 like that. Other than that, there is no difference between shift 1, shift 2, shift 3. There is the timings are same, the subjects are same, hours, number of hours, delivery also same. There is no change.
Excuse me, sir. This is with regard to the NEP and the SEP policy. Can you throw some light into it? Because it's not clearly defined for the final semester.
Yeah. So NEP was introduced first in Karnataka in 2021, right? But there were many problems with its implementation. And as a result, when the new government came in 2023, they modified it and created something called SEP, or State Educational Policy. It is a version of the NEP, right? SEP is running currently, and it runs for all 3 years of the course, right? Yeah. In terms of the credits and in terms of the convertibility of the credits and all that, there is no problem, right? These are things that are accepted across the country, right?
Good afternoon. My name is Shiva Kumar from Bangalore. 2 questions. Sorry, there is a direction from the man.
No, sir, there are questions here also, so I'm just waving up to our volunteers. You can go ahead, sir.
Thank you. 2 questions. One is, what is the breakfast timing for the 7 a.m. shift?
The breakfast time is around 8:40 to 9:15.
Okay, thank you. And the second question is, what is the percentage of students that are getting placed by the big 4 companies, especially for the BCom IFA students?
See, Big Four last year they have made 61 offers from around, so must be around 70 out of 150 students who have applied have been placed in the Big Four. That is internships which were converted to full-time plus full-time hiring.
So on the same lines, sorry for taking time from this. So the internship is to be arranged by the parents or the students, or it will be arranged from the university perspective?
Internship to be arranged by the students themselves, and we will give some support from the companies. Number 1. Number 2, since you asked about BCom IFA, this number of students who clear, I would like to support the, okay, and we have 100% placement for the students those who cleared ACCA here in the campus. So far, 82 students cleared, and all the 82 got placed. We have 100% placement.
That is great. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Vinita. So my question was actually related to the internship as well. So I wanted to know, so you've already answered that question, but I wanted to know the duration of these internships and how often these internships, like in a month, like in a year.
Yes, 1 internship is must. At the end of 4th semester, before starting 5th semester, during the break time, 6 weeks they can use, because generally they take 1.5 months to 2 months off. After 4th semester, they can use those time for internship, number 1. But we are encouraging your ward to go for more internships, because when you go for an internship, they may be train you in finance department or marketing department or one domain they may be expertise. But when you go for interviews, no, in the 3rd year, many companies are asking multi-domain specialization or experience. See, why we are forcing our mandatory internship we have, this gives, we teach, they get the paper, but most important is the industry experience what they gain. That is the reason we are asking students to apply on their own to the company. Anyway, 3rd year we will support them. Sir already told 61 companies came last year, no, to given jobs. But we want them to experience, know how to apply, how to prepare a resume. So when you apply to a company, they call for an interview, and you negotiate with them. This is all skill. They have to learn from the real world. That's why it is not saying that we are not supporting students at any cost. We will support, but we want them to experience from the day 1 to the last day from the industries. And only 1 internship is mandatory, but it is good to have more internship if the student or what like.
We'll take one last question for want of time, but we are there. All our dignitaries will be there during lunch to interact with you all as well. Yes, sir.
Hi, sir. I'm Kinjal from Surat. My question is, I just wanted to know what is a typical day look like for BCom IFS students in second year and third year after his sessions?
Regular day only, sir. There is no doubt in that. See, generally what we think when we go for BCom IFA or ACCA, the students have to spend no more number of hours in studies. Believe that here BCom IFA, BBA or BBA Strategic Finance are equally has its own quality. Unless you spend time in studies, even regular BCom also going to be hard, because we are not teaching we don't want to teach outdated syllabus. We are every year we sit twice with industry experts to reframe our syllabus. Every year twice we do that. Means we are teaching something for 2029 and 2030, what they have to do. So BCom IFA, yes, there are ACCA examinations. We will guide that student from the day one ACCA program. There are not only ACCA, since there are many parents, we are giving opportunity for students to do CA, CS, CPA, CFA, ACCA, CMA, CPA Australia, CPA US. Lot of programs our students are doing, and we are completely supporting them in terms of during the examination time, how to support them by giving holidays before the exam and after the exam also we do. And today they are getting, your ward may get some information on that. So not only BCom or BCom IFA, we are asking students to go beyond the line, how to train themselves within these 3 years. And you also get information in the meantime.
Thank you, sir. Like I said, we are running short of time. We still have the next part of the presentations lined up for you. I'd like to thank all the dignitaries for taking their time off and coming here to clear the doubts our parents have. I'm repeating again, they'll be available during lunch. So if you want to interact with them, they will do so. I now hand over the session to the main MC. Thank you.
We now move on to the next session of the program. I now invite Ms. Amita Priyadarshini, Assistant Professor, School of Business, to guide us through the rich legacy of Jesuits education that forms the foundation of our institution, and to share the university's vision and future plans that continue to shape the educational journey of our students.
Check. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. So today my role here is to take you through what it means to have a Jesuit education, and very specifically share with our parents and guardians today our vision for St. Joseph's University, our current ongoing plans, and of course our future plans as well. So today my presentation is titled Towards Building a World-Class University. Now, if I look at SJU and if you look at our history, I think a lot of our sessions previously would have told you that SJU came into foundation in the year 2022. When of course we had the Honorable President coming to inaugurate the university. So that makes us a university that's about 4 years old. But if I were to tell you that SJU is just 4 years old, I'm selling us short. We are a university which is 4 years old, but our legacy, if you look at it, goes back all the way till 1540. So that's more than 480 odd years to the foundation of the Society of Jesus by St. Ignatius of Loyola, right? It's the Jesuits who run this university, and that's when it was started. Jump a couple of centuries, we come to the year 1882. In 1882, St. Joseph's College was founded. And this college, of course, was what became the university in 2022. Now, over the years, we've had many milestones. If you look at it, our students were part of the freedom movement. If you look at our Diamond Jubilee, of course, at that time, the Maharaja of Mysore came in for our Diamond Jubilee. We've, of course, had during our century celebrations in 1982, Dr. Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy, the then President of India, came in to inaugurate, and he had the inaugural address here. In the year 2007, that was our 125th anniversary celebrations. There was a special stamp that was issued by the Postal Office to commemorate this. So we've had many milestones at St. Joseph's College. As a college, we were around, 144 years old. A new university, a new start, but a legacy that goes centuries. Over the years, very big alumni have passed through the portals of St. Joseph's College. So when we look at Jesuit education per se, I'd like to quote an alumnus of a Jesuit college. And that, of course, is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, our former president. Now, what he said very interestingly is, he said, the Jesuit tradition is a tradition of traditions, right? And what exactly did he mean by this? See, if you look at the Jesuits, they have universities throughout the world. St. Joseph's University is one of those universities. And you will see that wherever the Jesuits have gone, they have promoted not just spirituality, but also scientific knowledge, technology, languages, literature. And they have truly enriched the social, cultural, and economic conditions of any place that they have worked in. So when you look at some of the renowned Jesuit universities across the world, you will see Georgetown, of course, which is a very, very big university in the US. We have Boston College in the US. Sapphire University is in Japan. And of course, we have one of our universities in Spain as well. These are just a few of them I've put up. We also have a lot of collaboration where our students of ours have gone to Sapphire University as well on an exchange program. It's called the Margis Exchange Program. Maybe one of our students from this batch also would be part of that particular exchange. So specifically, if we were to look at Jesuit education, these are the pillars that we are going to touch upon, right? We have Margis. I think today, if I'm not mistaken, your lunch will be served at the Margis block. Margis for us means to do more, right? So whatever you want to do more, be more, that's the spirit of Margis. We look at Cura Personalis, which means care for the complete individual. Men and women for others, which is basically social concern that we're very big about. Unity of heart, mind, and soul. Ad Maiorem Dei Gloriam, which means for the greater glory of God. Forming and educating agents of change, and finding God in all things. So any Jesuit university across the world, these are your pillars. Now at SJU, we translate this into three major goals that we have, right? Academic excellence. We believe in giving you, I think Dr. Christo pointed out, we don't want to teach you outdated syllabus. We believe in teaching you something that's current, that's applicable. Character formation. Academics is great, but what else are you bringing to the table? How are you in terms of cultures, in terms of leadership? What are the roles that you will take? Social concern. And I think they might have already spoken to you about our outreach program that we have for all our students. The letter of undertaking, just to give everyone a refresher of memory. So the idea is that when we build a world-class university, we want the following. We want excellent graduate outcomes. We want to start new programs. We want to give prominence to women's education. We would like to promote research in a very, very big way. Build state-of-the-art infrastructure. Have a very big incubation cell. We already have one currently. We'd like to go bigger. We want to promote sports and athletics. The Jesuits have always been called the patrons of sports and athletics. They've always pushed for this. We want to collaborate with foreign universities. Basically, we want to be a university of eminence. That's our goal. Now, how do we work towards this? One of the biggest constraints we have, and I think all of you might have figured this out, is space. We are a city university, space is the constraint. We've done the maximum possible on this campus that we possibly can. And so today, we are expanding. And that is exactly what we're looking at, the Bannerghatta campus. Today, the Bannerghatta campus has started its first academic year, so this vision has seen fruition as well. So today we have SJU main block and we have a Bannerghatta campus as well. Now this campus, of course, there's a huge proposal that they have in place, and I'd like to share that as well with you. So if you look at it in terms of what they would like to look at, they're looking at hostels for boys and girls. We have the School of Professional Studies, Architecture, Design, Technology, Medical and Health Sciences coming in. You will see a School of Performing Arts. They're really going big in terms of a central library. They want an indoor stadium, outdoor stadium. The sports stadium has already seen function. It's already in place in terms of the building. So the entire project is around 1,765 crores. This is an estimate. It's a huge vision. Currently, we are in phase 1 of this vision, which is around 560 crores is what we are looking at specifically. And phase 1 is an ongoing phase. So right now we've already started, but of course there's a lot of building that's going to take place there as well. Now, this is exactly what we're looking in phase 1. So that's our breakup of phase 1. Now, what are we expecting in terms of how are we generating this? First, of course, is internally generated, right? So from internally generated sources, we have a certain amount of corpus put up. We have, of course, reached out to alumni who have come in very strongly to contribute towards this. We have a lot of corporates as well we'd like to reach out to in terms of CSR or in terms of them wanting to start up maybe a particular school or a chair. We're reaching out to corporates. Of course, philanthropists also have reached out to us who would like to kind of join in terms of setting up, I don't know, buildings in honor of parents and grandparents. So legacy also is something that people are looking at. Now, we look at sponsorship in terms of classrooms, AV rooms, laboratories, floors. So that's something that we're looking at. And this is how we're kind of looking at funding this particular project. Today, of course, as parents, if you have any leads in terms of companies or corporates who you think might be interested, we are very happy to look into that, and we'd love to kind of carry on in that terms of a lead, right? So the idea is very simple. This is my presentation. It's a very, very short presentation. So the idea is we want to look at partners in terms of continuing the next 144 or next 500 years in terms of building St. Joseph's University in terms of a legacy, right? So that's about it. Welcome again to SJU. A lot of you, I'm sure, are coming back because that's how Jesuit education works. Generally, what we see is once one member gets into a Jesuit university, then we get sisters, brothers, grandchildren, we get the whole lot. It's a connect. I too am a product of a Jesuit university. My grandfather taught at a Jesuit university, right? So once you start, it's a connect that will always build. So again, welcome. Parents, of course, are the biggest pillar in terms of journeying with us, in terms of building what we'd like to build towards our students. And we're very happy that you chose SJU. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Amita, for your inspiring and deeply enriching presentation on Jesuit values. Your words have not only deepened our understanding of the Ignatian spirit, but also reminded us of the profound role these values play in shaping lives with purpose, compassion, and integrity. The roots of all goodness lie in the soil of appreciation. As we come to the close of this meaningful parents' orientation program, it is my privilege and honor to stand before you and propose the vote of thanks on behalf of St. Joseph's University. I extend our sincere gratitude to our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Shailaja Shastri, for gracing today's parent orientation program and sharing valuable insights with us. My heartfelt thanks to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Reverend Dr. Victor Lobo SJ, respected Pro Vice Chancellors, Dr. Rabai Akiba Angiras, Dr. Christo Selvan, respected Registrar, Dr. Syed Wajid, respected Controller of Examination, Dr. Godwin D'Souza, Deans and HODs for their guidance, leadership and support. I also acknowledge the members of Parent Council who continue to contribute meaningfully to our university community. A special word of thanks to all parents and guardians for your presence, trust and partnership in shaping the future of your children. We are grateful to our faculty, administrative staff and support teams for their efforts in making this program a success. Thank you all for being a part of this parent orientation program. We wish you a wonderful academic year ahead. Thank you. As we conclude this program, I request everyone present to kindly rise and join us in singing the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय